Welcome to the story of Capino, the adventures of the wooden boy. Join the mischievous wooden boy and his clever cricket friend on a magical, whimsical journey full of surprises. Discover meaningful lessons and colourful adventures today. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in a green valley, there lived an old carpenter named Giorno. He lived alone in a modest wooden house at the edge of the village, spending his days crafting intricate wooden items with great skill. Despite his talent, Giorno often felt a void in his heart, as he had no family to share his life with. One night, under the twinkling light of the stars, Giorno decided to carve a special wooden figure. "I'll create a wooden boy and call him Capino," he said, carefully chiseling each detail. From the large, round eyes and mischievous smile to the small, pointed nose, Capino looked remarkably lifelike. Once finished, Giorno placed Capino near the warm fireplace and fell into a deep sleep. A miracle occurred. The brightest star in the sky cast its light down, enveloping Capino in a warm glow. The wooden boy opened his eyes, moved his limbs, and exclaimed, "Father! Who am I? Where is this place?" Giorno woke up, unable to believe his eyes. The lively wooden boy before him was the miracle he had longed for. Overjoyed, Giorno embraced Capino tightly. "You are the greatest gift I could ever ask for. From now on, neither of us will ever be lonely again." From that day on, Capino became the light of Giorno's life. He began his curious life in the little house, helping Giorno with his work and exploring everything around him. But deep inside his little wooden heart, Capino felt an urge to discover the greater world beyond. One beautiful morning, Capino asked Giorno for permission to explore the village. "Father, I want to see the village. I promise to return before sunset," Capino said. Though worried, Giorno agreed and cautioned him. "Be careful of strangers, my boy." Capino skipped joyfully into the village. The villagers were astonished to see a wooden boy so lively and lifelike. He wandered through the streets, marveling at everything: the chirping birds in the trees, the sparkling river, and the colourful market stalls. Among the excitement, Capino encountered two strangers, a sly fox and a lazy cat. The fox feigned friendliness. "Hello, little wooden boy. You're so special. Would you like to become rich?" Capino, curious and naive, replied, "Rich? That sounds wonderful. What do I need to do?" The lazy cat added, "Simply bury this small pouch of coins in the ground, and tomorrow a money tree will grow." Trusting them, Capino handed over the only small pouch of coins Giorno had given him to buy food and buried it under a tree. When he returned the next day, all he found was an empty patch of dirt. The fox and the cat were gone. Feeling foolish, Capino sat by the road, crying. "I was so stupid. Father warned me not to trust strangers." At that moment, a greedy circus master happened to pass by. He was astonished to see the wooden boy and immediately hatched a plan. "A living wooden boy! You're a treasure! With you in my circus, I'll make a fortune," he thought. The circus master approached Capino. "You look lonely. Come with me, and I'll give you a chance to perform and become a star." Curious and naive, Capino agreed. At first, Capino enjoyed performing for the cheering crowds. People were delighted by his lively dances and stories. But the joy soon faded. The circus master revealed his greedy nature, forcing Capino to perform daily without rest. "You're not allowed to stop. The audience loves you, and I need more money." Capino grew weary, his wooden joints aching. He longed for Giorno and the warmth of their little home, but he was locked in a large iron cage with no way to escape. One fateful night, when the circus was asleep, Capino sat crying in his cage. Suddenly, a small, clever cricket appeared. "Don't despair, wooden boy. I'll help you escape," said the cricket. Tearfully, Capino asked, "Really? But how can we do it?" The cricket inspected the cage and noticed a rusty bar in one corner. "Push this bar. It's weaker than the others," whispered the cricket. Using his wooden strength, Capino pushed against the rusted bar with all his might. After much effort, the bar bent and broke, creating a gap large enough for him to slip through. As Capino and the cricket crept toward the exit, they encountered 2 guard dogs sleeping near the gate. "Be silent and move slowly. If they wake up, we'll be in big trouble," the cricket advised. Capino tiptoed past the dogs, as light as a feather, with the cricket perched on his shoulder guiding him. At the large wooden door of the circus tent, they found it locked. "The key is on the circus master's desk," the cricket said. The cricket squeezed through a crack in the door, climbed onto the desk, and pushed the key to the floor. Capino picked it up and carefully unlocked the door. Once the door creaked open, Capino and the cricket dashed into the nearby forest. Behind them, they heard the furious circus master shouting orders to catch them, but the darkness and the trees provided cover. Thanks to the cricket's cleverness and Capino's nimble wooden legs, they escaped safely. Breathing a sigh of relief, they followed the moonlit path deeper into the forest. Eventually, they reached a rickety wooden bridge spanning a rushing river. The bridge was old, with decaying planks swaying in the wind. Capino hesitated, saying, "Cricket, this bridge doesn't look safe. Should we cross it?" The cricket reassured him. "We'll be fine if we're careful. Just go slowly." Capino stepped gingerly onto the bridge, but his weight caused a rotten plank to snap. With a loud crack, Capino lost his balance and fell into the river, taking the cricket with him. The icy river current swept them away. Fortunately, Capino's wooden body floated. "Grab onto something to stay afloat," the cricket shouted, clinging to Capino's hat. Capino managed to seize a large floating log and clung to it tightly. The cricket climbed onto the log and pointed, "Let the current carry us to the shore. Don't panic." After navigating through the river's rocks and debris, they spotted a calmer inlet. The cricket suggested, "When we get close to the bank, paddle with your hands." Capino paddled with his wooden hands, steering the log to safety. Finally, they washed up on a grassy riverbank. Exhausted, Capino lay on the soft grass, gasping for breath. "That was close," he said. The cricket smiled. "But we made it. Remember, no matter how difficult things seem, never give up." After resting, they continued their journey, eventually returning to Giorno's warm embrace. "Father, I've missed you so much," Capino exclaimed. "My son, you have no idea how worried I was," Giorno replied, tears of relief streaming down his face. Capino apologized. "I'm sorry, Father. I've learned that nothing is more precious than family." From that day on, Capino lived happily with Giorno, helping him work and cherishing the lessons from his adventures. Together, they created a life full of love and gratitude. And so, Capino's magical adventure comes to a heartwarming end. From a mischievous wooden boy to a hero full of courage and kindness, Capino has shown us the true meaning of friendship, bravery, and never giving up on our dreams. If you enjoyed this story, please click the button below to subscribe and give me more motivation to make more videos. Thank you, everyone.